Hi everyone, nice to meet you again in the new challenge, DataDevQuest challenge. It's almost a year, a full 2025 already. So this is the last challenge of the year 2025. In 2025, the DataDev team created um, many DataDevQuest challenge related to some Tableau API topics. Um, with VSQL data service API, REST API, Hyper Data API, TAPI, uh, yes, and more a Tableau API. I will summarize on the solution video and on the GitHub links in the LinkedIn post that you can review the solution for each challenge in 2025. Other challenges. So we have two challenges in beginner and intermediate challenge. And the topic for this month is about Tableau MCP, where you can apply AI in to getting more insights of the data source workbooks. Um, Metadata or get the insight from the pools metrics. Um, I'm going to share my screen. Before we go into the challenge, let me introduce the reader who read this challenge. Um, that is from Richard. Um, he's a Tableau visionary and also data dev ambassador and also a co-founder of DataDevQuest. Um, so feel free to connect to Kristen on LinkedIn if you have any question about the challenges. Let's get started with the first beginner challenge. So in this challenge, the objective is we get familiar with the Tableau MCP, so we know how to set up the environment and also how can we chat with the chat box in Cloud Desktop to get more insights of your sites on the Tableau Cloud. Um, so to so in this post, Kristen already shows step by step how to set up the environment with the Tableau Cloud and also um, the Cloud Desktop for the chat box. Okay, I will go step by step. First, if you haven't created Tableau Cloud for developer, you can click on this link, Tableau Developer Sandbox. Um, so you will create one Tableau site for yourself, and it's free. From there, you can continue with the first step, how to explore the projects, the workbook on the Tableau Cloud, and then set the personal access token with the token name and the token secret. That is a method that how you interact with the Tableau Cloud. Then we need to install not after by this link be from version 2020 no 22.7.5 or later. As you see here in the screenshot, that's from version 25, so it works good. Next step, we need to clone the projects from Tableau MCP on the GitHub page. So we need to clone from this GitHub site into your computer. Uh, and next, we need to and next we can open the terminal or command prompt in your computer to view the local Tableau MCP. Um, and then we need to configure the information about the Tableau MCP server that can help Cloud Desktop recognize how to connect to your Tableau site. Um, and then we will install and configure the Cloud Desktop with all the information that we just added in here. And finally, we can connect with Tableau MCP through Cloud Desktop. And then we can ask the AI to give us the insight. Okay. Now let's get started with setting up the Tableau Cloud. So in Tableau Cloud, after you create an account from the Tableau Data Developer Sandbox, it will show like this. And if you would like to explore more about how many projects and the workbooks or something, you can click on Explore in the left panel here. And then it will show you, okay, in my Tableau Cloud side, there are only 5 projects. Sample is about the data, um, the Superstore data source, and also have the weather API project that I use in the previous hackathon. Um, okay, so those are the projects, and if you click on each project, it will show you the data source or the workbook. So this is the workbook, and if you click on this, it will show you. If you click on the data source tab, it will show you which data source that connect to create a personal access token. So I will create a personal access token by click on um, the icon in here from your name and then choose my account settings. So in the setting tabs, if you scroll down a little bit, you will see the personal access token. So I can create a token name, any token name. And so I put test underscore MCP and then create token. So it will create a token name and the secret for me. So just leave it there and go to next step, because if you click on done, you cannot see the secret anymore, or you can copy the token name and the secret code um, in a notepad or an editor to save it later. Okay, next we need to install the node to clone the projects, the Tableau MCP projects. I already cloned it into my documents. So after you clone that project into your computer, it will create a folder called Tableau MCP, and this is what we want. So in the terminal, just cd into that Tableau MCP, like I did in here, and then if you already install Node.js that we have in the fourth in step 4, if you type node.version, it will show you uh, the version of the Node.js. Okay, so in here 22.17, so it would be later than the required version is 22.7, so it was good. Uh, okay, we already did step 5, and now we are already in Tableau MCP. So if you type npm install, so we install the Node.js that we just installed earlier, and now npm audit fix. And then the last command is npm run build. Okay, it's good. It's so done. Like we got the screenshot here. Uh, Next, we need to configure the stdio.json. So this step, it will let Cloud Desktop to know um, what is your servers, what is your site, what's your personal access token name, the secret values, um, and the index.js. So this layer bridge, and Cloud Desktop can interact with your Tableau server or Tableau cloud site based on this information. Um, to do that, you can um, copy and edit in and copy this and then open on any editor and then copy it to the editor. So from the arguments values, you see here, that is the directory to the index.js. So after you clone the GitHub projects into your local computer, so I open it here, and then if you go to view, um, Tableau MCP view in here, and there's a index.js over there. So I'll copy this directory and then so everything is from user here, and then I will replace that directory. So from here, I paste into here. As you see, the splash is show the error, so it should be the forward slash like this. So I will edit. If you are using Mac, I think it could work, but if you're using Windows, you need to change it to the forward slash like this. Okay. Um, and then my server. So if you go back to the Tableau's cloud or Tableau server, I got the same server name, it's 10AX online tableau.com. So I will put it there. So I put it there. And for site name, you see here my site name is after the site. That is my name. Okay, so let's put the site the same here. For personal access token, I just created in Tableau Cloud site. So I put test MCP. So I'll put test MCP in here and then secret. I copy the secret and then paste it into personal access token value here. Okay, cool. So this is what we need for the configuration. Uh, in the next step, you need to install and configure Cloud Desktop. I already installed it and I will open it in here. So after you install Cloud, go to uh, here, your name here, and then go to setting. So you will see the setting like this and click on developer, local MCP, servers. And from here, you can click on the edit config. Now, when you click on that, it will direct to a folder in your local computer with Cloud Desktop configuration.json. From here, you can open with the editor to edit. And that is so you from here you can copy uh, all the information that you just created to here and then save it. Then we need to close and um, restart cloud. After I close Cloud Desktop, I need to restart my computer and um, I go back to Cloud Desktop, go to Settings and Developers. So we see now it show the Tableau MCP server um, in the local MCP server here with the argument that is pointing to the index.js. You can also check the information of the configuration information that you set in cloud configure desktop .json. Now I'll go back to new chat and from here, if you click on the plus sign and then choose connectors, and then you will see the Tableau connectors is on. This means we already connected to Tableau MCP server. From here, if I type list on data source, enter, so it will retrieve on the published data source on our Tableau site. And you here, it's say it files uh, 12 published data sources on my Tableau site with the projects and the weather API job search projects. Okay, and from the challenge that's reached and created, the challenge is we can explore the prompt. Let's use different tool listed in the Tableau MCP. Give a list of prompts and identify which tool we use. Um, okay, so if I click on that link, um, you can see a tool list in here. So with the list of data source, we use from the REST API. List of workbooks is also from REST API. For the data source, metadata, um, it was pulled from by using metadata API and PhySQL data service. For work, to get the workbooks is from REST API. For the to query the data source is from PhySQL query VDS. If you have done with the previous challenge in DataDevQuest challenges, you will get familiar with these API, get API, metadata API, and this QL data service API. You can take a look at the Rivet challenge to learn more about those API, how Tableau um, API can pull all the data we want from the published data source. So it's used the same method here, but the Tableau MCP server can get all of these data by typing the prompts in the chat box. I can type another example right here. Please give me a list of workbooks with connected data source and the column name. So you type like that, Cloud Desktop, explain clearly which steps they are trying to do to get the final insight that I want. So it uses metadata API with GraphQL API. If you click on button to expand the window, you will see it looks like getting from the API. So you see the ID from the metadata API. Um, so you see the ID, the name of the published data source. Um, yeah, it's the same as the result where you type the metadata with GraphQL script on Tableau Cloud or Tableau Server. Okay, so this is our result. So with this workbook Superstore samples project, it's connected to Superstore data source, and these are all the columns, parameters, the viewers use in this workbook. Very good. So we don't have to use metadata API anymore or tie the GraphQL service. Um, the Tableau MCP can also give us the insight that we want. Okay, for this job shirt dashboard, have job shirt on the column names, the parameters that I use. Oh, I use that for the reverse DataDevQuest Challenge 2025 in June. Admin Insight, work indicator. Yeah, they use the metadata API with GraphQL to pull all of these data. Cool. And that is all for the beginner challenge. That we know how to set up the environment and to Cloud Desktop, where you can tie the from to get the insight that you want from the Tableau Cloud or Tableau Server. But note that this is a free plan. So type the from more than the limited times, it will stop, and then you need to wait until a specific time to type again. Okay, let's get started with the intermediate challenge. For this challenge, the difference is we will build a terminal chat in Python, and then we can ask AI question by using the ChatGPT. So imagine that you open the terminal prompts or command prompts in your local computers, connect to the Tableau MCP, and then from there you can type the prompt through the command prompts to get the insight of your data source from Tableau Cloud, same as we did in Cloud Desktop. Okay, to do that, we need to set up the environment. But first, we need to uh, set up the environment. So there are some steps that we have the same in the beginner challenge to explore Tableau Cloud site. How to get the superstore and data source, explore it in Tableau Cloud Server, how to create a personal access token. We already know how to install Node, um, clone the Tableau MCP um, rep repository to your local computer. Uh, okay. And we also know how to run the terminal and command prompt build local Tableau MCP that we did in the beginner challenge already. Okay, and we also know how to configure all of this. Already know how to get the information to connect to the Tableau Cloud with this information in the beginner challenge. Okay, so in step 8, we need to install Python and note that the Python version should install from Python 3.12 or later. Um, so if you haven't installed Python, just download and you can check with the Python uh, version. And you need to create a new folder called Tableau MCP int inside the Tableau MCP that we clone from the GitHub page. and then change directory to this and create a virtual environment with this command. Okay, let's get started from step 9. So to do that, I put in to a VS Code. So if you haven't downloaded VS Code, just download it. So from here, I can change the directory to Tableau MCP-in that I already created. Uh, so this line is mean make a directory inside the Tableau MCP and then change the directory to this folder. So I will do it. Yeah. So I already created. So I'm inside that folder and I already create a virtual environment there. If you haven't in um, create the virtual environment, you can type python-m for venv dot venv. So it will create a virtual environment for you because I already created that virtual environment. So I only need to activate it. So v.venv script and activate. Okay, if you activate the virtual environment, you will see .venv at the front of your shell. Okay, let's move to next steps. Uh, we need to install pip and to upgrade pip and also install MCP, LangChain, LangGraph. So all of these are packages that we need to install to run the Tableau MCP. So I will copy all this. Uh, maybe copy and type for each um, common. So I already um, upgrade pip. So we can run. Okay, so it's already upgrade pip if you run this command. So after I upgrade pip version to the latest version, I go back and then copy this command to install all of these package. So copy this and then put that into this terminal. Enter. Okay, it's already installed all of these package. That's good. Next step, we need to modify the config.stdio.json. Um, copy it into Tableau MCP. That's int. That's what I did in here. So inside, make sure that inside the Tableau dash MCP that's in, and then you copy the config.stdio.json and put on the information in here. Make sure that this argument is correct. It means it's point to the index.js uh, inside the view folder. Also check the server, the site name, personal access token, personal access token values. Okay, after that, Control S to save it. Next, we need to create a terminal chat .py. So in the VS Code, inside the Tableau that's MCP that's int, if you right click and then choose new file, and then create a file called terminal underscore chat.py for the Python 5. Um, and then copy all of this code into this file. Okay, and then in the next step, so inside the dot env, we need to put the length field secret key, also the API key. So if you go to length fields page, you go lengthfields.com, click on sign up if you haven't created the account on lengthfields. You can choose the data region, US or Europe. Type with the email here. After you sign into the lengthfields, you can create a new projects. And I already create a new project called Testing MCP project. Go to this project. You go to setting and then click on API keys, and then it will show you the .env from here. You can also create a new API keys from here, and then it will create a public key and also the secret key for you, and paste that into your .env. So that's the one first step for length fields. The second step we need, that is open API. So if you go to openai.com/API, click on login for API platform. So it's move to platform.openai, and from there you can pay it by putting some money to use it. Open API. If I go to dashboard, um, so from here I will go to setting and click on API keys. From here you can create any new secret key in these API keys for my projects. So I call it default projects. In the default projects, you can create any secret key from here, and then you can copy the secret key and paste that into .env file. So the same as the other file. So in tableau.mcp.ins, right click on this folder, create a new file, and then put .env like this. And then in length field secret key, you will copy and paste the secret key here. Length fields public key, put it into here. Length fields base URL, it depends on your region. So I'm in the US, so the page is us.cloud.lengthfields. Open API key, that's from Open API page. Open model that I'm using is GPT 4.0 mini. Okay, so after I got all the information, that's is step 13. We can run the terminal chat. So in the terminal, just type terminal Python terminal chat.py to run that script. Okay, that is this script. Yeah, type Python terminal chat.py. So you see starting the MCP, and then it will show you the user from here. So I can type list, can type the from here. So for example, list or data source. Okay, so it's list all my data sources on Tableau Cloud for me already. So it's pretty clear. It also show me the projects that's connected to that data source. You see here is also show the description of this data source. Okay, very clearly. So to know how to get this info, which API, again, we can go to uh, this page for tool list. So if you go tableau.github.io/Tableau MCP docs intro. So what I just did that is list up on data source that is this one. So it retrieve the data list of published data source on my Tableau side through the REST API. Okay, so that is the demo for the intermediate challenge. I hope after the beginner and the intermediate challenge, you know how to set up uh, the environment with Tableau MCP. Also hope this challenge can also help you in the real projects. Like you can upload Tableau MCP into your projects to get the insight. Um, yeah, once again, this is the last challenge of the year 2025, and I'm so excited to start in the next year for the New Year challenge from DataDev. Um, Thank you everyone for supporting and follow me uh, from each of the challenge, each of the DataDevQuest challenge. And I will try to improve more in the next year with the new projects, and also we'll find something interesting and then share with the community, data dev community. Um, okay, happy holidays and see you in the next year. Bye.